Next on Good Morning El Paso.
Somebody's life ended today. And that's that situation. There should be other ways of working things out.
A man shot dead by El Paso police. Police say he was trying to break into a daycare. Breaking overnight, the suspect in that brutal quadruple homicide case out of Washington, D.C., now in federal custody. We have the latest on the investigation. And it's the unofficial start of the summer this weekend. A look at all the events happening in the borderland.
Live, where news comes first. From the Mesilla Valley and Las Cruces to El Paso and the borderland. This is ABC7's Good Morning El Paso.
Well, that first alert that was issued yesterday is no longer in effect this morning. Just like the Storm Track weather team warned, the storms that rolled across the borderland yesterday evening packed quite a punch in some parts. And now there may be some clouds hanging around. Of course, this is a look from our downtown cam atop the Chase building. You can see those clouds draped over the mountains. So they'll be hanging around, but the rain for the most part seems to have moved on out. But could the winds be a problem? A very good morning to you, El Paso, Las Cruces, and Juarez. I'm Stephanie Valle. It is Friday. It is 6 o'clock, and we're going to send things over to Crystal, who has all the important answers this morning. Crystal.
Oh, yeah. I know you guys are worried about that weekend forecast, and good news is that it looks a lot better than yesterday's forecast. We do have a cool spell to start this morning, and by that I mean we're a little cooler than we were yesterday at this time. We're 4 degrees cooler in El Paso, 9 degrees cooler in Las Cruces, 9 degrees cooler also in Alamogordo and TRC. Pretty much the whole map a little cooler or chillier this morning than it was yesterday. In fact, it's just low enough in some areas that you may want the light sweater if you're a bit of a wimp. 50s for me as I was walking out the door. It was cool enough that I had to do this a little bit. 59 your temperature in El Paso. Winds are at 3 miles per hour right now. Las Cruces 51, winds at 8 miles per hour. But look at that relative humidity. There's certainly still moisture lingering, 92% where it sits right now. But that moisture really shouldn't tap into much in terms of showers. Rain chances have diminished. They're less than 10%. Although the clouds are hanging this morning, they should also start to burn off later this afternoon. On our clouds and radar map, the upper level clouds no longer that thick and white color that you're seeing on the board when we have the storms moving through. That's moved on off. We are talking, though, a chance of rain on the 7-day forecast. When could it hit? We'll look at that after the break.
Okay, thank you, Crystal. And to your headlines now. Police have yet to identify the man killed in yesterday's officer-involved shooting. This happened around 8 a.m. on the 5100 block of Fairbanks, where a kids' daycare is located. Police say the man, who is only being described as a 22-year-old, was carrying a rifle or shotgun trying to get into the daycare. When 2 officers confronted him, the man allegedly made a threatening motion with his weapon, and that's when officers fired, killing him. At least a dozen children were inside the daycare, but no one was hurt. The man has not been identified, and we still don't know why he was trying to get into the daycare. Both of the officers are on administrative leave, which is standard procedure. And this is the second deadly police shooting in El Paso in less than a month. The first happened last month outside a home near Isleta High School. The police department says officers responded to a burglary call and ended up shooting 22-year-old Eric Salas Sanchez. The Texas Rangers are still investigating. And to our New Mexico mobile newsroom now. Centennial High School continues to remember teacher J.D. Welch. The 38-year-old died Tuesday night in a deadly motorcycle crash. He and his wife Christina were riding when they hit a cow. Welch died at the scene. Christina was taken to UMC in El Paso, where she is now listed in stable condition. Last night was Centennial's graduation ceremony. The school held a moment of silence for Welch. Students also plan to raise money for the family and hold a candlelight vigil in the coming days. A GoFundMe account has been set up for the family. The man who would tell us hi for years has been laid to rest. Family and friends gathered to say goodbye to Dick Poe yesterday at Evergreen Cemetery. The car dealership owner and longtime El Pasoan died last week from pneumonia. He was 81 years old. The manhunt is over for the suspect accused of brutally murdering a wealthy family in D.C. Federal agents captured former Marine Darren Wint overnight. Let's go now to ABC's Bazi Kanani with the latest developing now.
Federal agents on the tail of a violent suspect, a late-night arrest after tracking his movements from New York to D.C.
We followed him. We continue to follow him. We called PG County Police, and they send up a helicopter. We got to a situation where we could successfully take him down.
34-year-old Darren Wint is accused in the brutal murder of wealthy construction executive Savas Savopoulos, his wife Amy, their 10-year-old son Philip, and their housekeeper Vera Figueroa. The family found slain in their home last Thursday after it was set on fire. A suspect seen in this surveillance video. More clues in a voicemail.
It's Sava. I hope you get this message.
Another housekeeper told investigators she believes the family was held hostage after she received a strange call from Savopoulos telling her not to come into work. Police reports obtained by the Washington Post reveal Savopoulos called his bank and accountant Thursday morning. An assistant later dropped off $40,000 in cash at the house. The family found dead hours later. Sources tell ABC News Wint was identified by DNA from a leftover Domino's pizza that had been delivered to the home. His family describes him as angry and troubled.
He's very hostile. He's arrogant. He doesn't listen.
This morning, investigators say the motive is unknown, but that Wint does have a connection to the family, once working as a welder in Savopoulos' iron manufacturing company. Bazi Kanani, ABC News, Washington.
And now taking a look at traffic, courtesy of the TxDOT traffic cameras at 6:06. Looking over on the far east side at I-10 and East Lake, where you can see things are pretty quiet out there. Not a lot of traffic on the roads. A lot of people may already have started their holiday weekend. Well, Broadway smash Wicked will be enchanting Borderland residents these next couple weeks. And we here at ABC 7 are getting a peek behind the scenes.
Takes about 20 minutes.
Just how does Elphaba get that green glow? That's just ahead. Also,
it all started from a daddy with two daughters wondering where he could take them, where he could have a little fun with them too.
60 years ago, one man changed the world by opening up a theme park known as Disneyland. We'll take you to Anaheim, where crowds are getting ready for the Diamond Celebration. And meteorologist Crystal Cly has your detailed forecast. Crystal.
Well, you might wish you were in Disneyland this weekend, but if you can't be there, our forecast looks pretty good. Your Saturday, Sunday, and Monday details are after the break.
Thanks, Crystal. This is ABC 7, where news comes first.